Hello, OJCS, and welcome to our very last OJCS story time before summer break. I don't know if you guys are as excited as I am, but I'm pretty excited. Looking forward to swimming and going on some little trips, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So the book we're going to read today is called Kiki and Coco in Paris, and it's about a girl who takes a pretty big trip to Paris, France. Now, I don't think any of us will be able to travel quite as far as they do, considering flying out of the country is not really a possibility right now, but we're going to enjoy her experience and imagine that we're there with her. Kiki and Coco in Paris. Photographs by Stephanie Rausser, doll by Jess Brown, story by Nina Gruener. And if you remember, she's the one who did the other book that we read earlier this year called Lulu and Pip. You might remember that Storytime video about the little girl and her doll, and they go camping. So the same author. Kiki and Coco in Paris. Coco belongs to a girl named Kiki. When Kiki holds Coco's hand, Coco's feet skim the floor like a ballerina. It's as if they were made for each other. Today, they're busy packing for a trip to a city called Paris. The airport is a maze. Coco has to be placed in a plastic box and sent through a tunnel. She doesn't like to be apart from her girl. The flight is long as they cross the ocean, but they have each other to play with, and the time passes quickly. When they finally arrive, they collapse into soft sheets. Kiki's feet twitch, and Coco wonders what her girl is dreaming about. When Kiki awakes, they explore the flat where they're staying. They have tea parties at a very high table. They play hide and seek and stand on their heads. They share secrets on a warm, sunny deck. Outside the quiet flat, Paris is buzzing with activity. Coco can tell that Kiki feels shy. Together, Kiki and Coco walk down bumpy little streets. They visit real palaces, and they try hard not to giggle in quiet museums. Never apart from her girl, Coco is the luckiest doll in the world. They ride a merry-go-round over and over till Kiki can't walk straight. They sit atop a Ferris wheel and they soar down an enormous slide. Kiki squeals with delight and squeezes Coco's hand. Next, they visit a Parisian salon. Coco holds very still while Kiki puts on a funny cape and sits in a big chair. Très chic, someone shouts, and they giggle to themselves. Two little bobbed heads bounce as Kiki skips to the one place they haven't seen yet. A famous tower with stairs that seem to go on forever. At the top, Kiki is quiet as she gazes out. Coco looks up at the clouds as tiny drops start to fall. Coco and Kiki are beat. They stop for a bite to eat at a busy cafe. Kiki nestles Coco next to her, but when she spills her drink, she flings Coco onto another chair to keep her from getting wet. Waiters rush this way and that. It's time to leave. In all the commotion, Kiki forgets her doll. Coco waits. Surely her girl will dash back in for her. The table is cleared and reset. Coco can't feel the sun on her muslin skin or hear the sounds of Paris without her girl. She's just a doll on a chair. Suddenly, a dark, wet nose starts sniffing around her, and then she's moving, but her feet don't skim the ground like they should. Oh, where did her girl go? Just when Coco thinks she will never twirl from her girl's hand again, she hears the sweet sound of Kiki's voice shouting her name. The dog drops her. As she falls, her tiny button shoulder snaps. The pitter-pat of little feet, and Kiki is above her. She scoops Coco up off the cold ground and whispers promises that she will never ever forget her again. Kiki takes Coco to a special shop where dolls like her are made. The doll maker's hands move quickly as she attaches the little arm with a brand new button. When she is placed back in Kiki's hands, Coco's feet dangle just right. A long soak in a big tub, and Coco is as good as new. She does a few cartwheels to dry off. That night, Kiki and Coco gaze at the sparkling tower. It seems to be lighting up just for them. Just as Paris was made to sparkle, Kiki and Coco were made for each other. Je t'aime, Coco. Je t'aime, Kiki. Je t'aime. I hope you guys enjoyed this beautiful story. And for your final activity of the year, what I'd like you to do is wherever you go on a little trip this summer, whether it's to a cottage or to visit family in another city, or maybe you get to travel a little further than that. I'm going to Edmonton to visit my family who's there. Wherever you go, make a little travel log. So a travel log, you can take photos of all the things you do and the places you see when you're there. And you can write a few sentences next to each photo and put it in a Google Doc, or you could even have them printed and stick them in a little album, photo album. Write a few sentences next to each one to describe your trip and the experiences that you have on your trip. That way, when you're back at school in September, you can share those experiences with your teacher and with your classmates who will love to hear about it. And if you are not going anywhere at all this summer, you can have an amazing imaginary vacation. If you want to pretend you're going to France, you can set up a beautiful picnic in your backyard with a baguette and maybe some grape juice to look like wine. And you can have some cheese and have a Parisian picnic in your own backyard. So there's lots of ways that we can celebrate this book, and I hope that you guys do. And I hope you guys have the most awesome summer ever. I have missed you all so much, and I can't wait to see you all next school year. So take care, everybody, and we'll see you in September. Bye.